Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, I'm going to be doing a EGR cooler, bypass, delete kit, everything you need right in this baggie. I'll put the link down below. But doing it on this 2002 Tdi ALH, just like what's in my car. This actually is my car now, so there'll be a lot more videos on this. Automatic, and yeah, so we're gonna start doing the delete kit. We're leaving the actual valve in because of the shut off on it, just because I don't like the way it shutters really bad when you shut them down without it, like the race pipe on my car. So we're gonna leave that in. We're gonna be deleting the cooler in the back, the coolant lines, and blocking off on the turbo. So we're gonna get started on that. So to start off, I'm gonna pull the charge pipe off these two clamps, and we're gonna take off the intake, this little rubber accordion thing, and the actual intake pipe itself. We're also gonna redo these vacuum lines. I got fresh blue ones over there. So, all right, I'm gonna start with pulling these off. All right, got some channel locks here. I found these clamps are a pain to get off unless you got the channel locks. I'm just gonna slide it to the back here. They always want to do that. And make sure you can see this one. This one I'm gonna have to re-grab. I'm just gonna wiggle this off. I'm gonna leave it on here so it can't expand too much, which it still will, but that's fine. Pull our pipe off. There it is. Just gonna set that aside. Okay, so the way this, actually, we still got this vacuum line for the shut off. This normally goes to the top of the EGR. I just have it blocked off with a screw. I'm gonna pull the shutter. This is why I'm changing out these vacuum lines. They're all shredded. Anti-shutter valve, pull that off. And yeah, we're pretty much ready. Let me get a light. So it has, you can see there's one screw there, one screw here, and I don't know if I can show you. I'll try. There's one hiding back here, and also these two on this pipe, and the two on this pipe. You can only see the top of that one. So we're gonna start with these two, and then get these two, and the whole thing will come out. This is a 5mm Allen. I'm just gonna crack them loose, which I can't really get on this bottom one too well. Yeah, I don't want to strip that one. So what we're gonna do, just gonna put them right in the vice grips. Okay. Put this right on here. That's one. Get this back one. And don't know if I can get this bottom one yet. Actually, don't even need to take that off. We just need the two on the bottom of this. So, forget that I said that. first, actually. We're gonna take this stuff off, get out of the way. So 10 on the top. Spin this off. Set that aside. This we can, guess we'll leave that for now. This will just pop out. And we need the pliers to take this off. And then there's this little clip, which I think is broken off. It's just got a little tab, but this one snapped, so just slides right off. And normally there's a clamp on the turbo, but there is not with this car. So it just slides right off the turbo. We're just gonna fish this thing through. Up and out. Set that aside. And I'm gonna unhook these vacuum lines. Yeah, that one's still got vacuum on it. So this is fine. We can leave these unhooked. This goes down to the turbo. Yeah, pretty much just gonna leave this for now. This is all gonna get messed with in a minute. So we just got the 2 bolts on the bottom of the EGR thing. Let me try and move that back down. 2 Allen bolts. Real pain to get off. I'm gonna try and use a smaller Allen wrench. Okay. Quite the fight with this back Allen. Thing would not come off. I'm gonna start oiling these like I should have been doing all along. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that earlier, but here we are. So I got the top one on this back cooler line. Ow! Broken loose. So we'll take this one off. There we go. See how, yeah, let me see, corroded they get on the end because of the back. I don't know if it sticks out. Yeah, it sticks out through the back, so it gets all corroded on there. So I'm gonna try and find a socket that fits on this. Not a socket, Allen for the inside to get this other one because it doesn't feel like it's gonna come off with a wrench. So I'm gonna look for that. All right. I'm gonna try a Torx bit on it. Hopefully it doesn't strip off. This is, I can't really show you this one because of how tight of an area this is. I'm gonna have to do an extension. If you have one of these stubby extensions, it makes a world of difference. Make sure we got it on reverse. Okay, try and show you this. How this is set up right now. Hopefully you can see back there. It's really tight. But let's see if this works. Here goes nothing, I guess. Got it. But there it is. You can see just how like corroded it gets in there. This one is all rounded off. This doesn't even want to like barely fit in it now. But it's out. So there's that one. We can take the last EGR bolt off after we get 2 more. So I'm gonna get a longer extension for this next one. And I'm gonna go down and try and get the other one. Which is already loose. So that's even better. So that should just come right off. And it does. This one wasn't even threaded in. You can see the whole threads are all screwed up. So our last one is now stripped, but will hopefully come off. It's the bottom one on this tube, which actually, I think I can bend it enough to get through it. I can. Okay. We're gonna go back to our, where is it? I think it's a 5 mil. 5. And the third bolt, I'll show you the pattern after. It's on the bottom back side, so you have to pull that hose off to be able to get to it. I'm gonna do the same thing. Putting these in vice grips. Reach them down in here, feel around for the bolt. It's up. I'm gonna take this EGR hose. It's our gasket for it, which has been obviously blown out. Take this EGR hose and just bend it down because I don't need it anymore. Get it on this Allen. Okay. Now I'm gonna do the bottom and the top two. Pull this valve right off.
The first one. Second one. And third one, get the whole thing in. Put the whole other one in to this off.
Just like this. Pull this old bolt off. Side, there's our EGR valve. Grab a light. Nice and oily and gross. Still pretty clean. I cleaned it a couple years ago when I used to own this car. And there's that valve that shuts it down. So this is good. We're just gonna, well, yeah, you know what? Let's get this one out of the way. So we're gonna do, so we don't want any exhaust leaks, which not a lot's gonna get past this anyways because the valve's closed, but there's some just crud we gotta shave off of this. Just gonna use a scraper. You can see it just fell off. Just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to get the majority off. Okay. In our kit, I'm gonna pop this thing open actually. Two different plates here. This big thick plate goes on the turbo. This one gets real hot. Along with, I believe it's with this gasket. I'm gonna say it's with this gasket. This is for our turbo. We'll set that aside. These two nuts also go with it. Could get this other one off. Two nuts go with it. These are the two pipes to block off the coolant pipes. And then it leaves this plate and this gasket, which goes onto here. So I'm going to just test fit this on to see. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to put this bolt on because I still got to be able to get this screw on, and that's going to be at a weird angle. So I think this is going to have to go on at the end. So we'll just leave this aside for now. That's how it would be on the car. It's got that one bolt on the bottom. Try and get it off. Not a big deal if it doesn't come off. But we'll give it a shot here. Pop this on and give it a... I think it's gonna strip. Oh, it actually came off. Spray some more oil on it. Yeah. It gets rid of our EGR pipe. What we're gonna do, take this thing. Okay, I tried. So, next up, this is our, oh, this thing's broken. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna try and tuck it anyways. Our anti-shutter valve. So we're just gonna take this thing, lay these out of the way. Just like that. This cooler, so here. You can see the cooler now. Put an arrow on it. You can see there's an Allen bolt right here. And I think there's two more at the bottom. And then there is 1, 2, 3. Pretty sure there's 4 coolant lines. No, there's just 3. 2 big ones which we're gonna link together, and small one which is gonna get rid of this T. So we're going to get some pliers and undo these 3 clips, or these 2, and we're gonna put that T right in the middle. All right, I'm gonna try to set the camera up here. So we're gonna do these 2 clips. Slide them off for now, and then we're just gonna grip this and just twist it. Breaks it loose. Top one. Just broke that zip tie off of it. Slide it up. Just like that. And then we're just going to pull one end off. Here comes a little brass barb. Slide that right there. Now we want, this bottom one is the one that goes to the cooler, so we don't need that anymore. We just need this top one. This is where we're going to continue the hose. Just pull it right off. This goes right in its place. Squeeze them right up, why not? There we go. That's secured. We can then take this hose and get rid of it. Which we'll do in a minute. You see just how that loops it back together. Take this bottom one and I always forget how you undo these ones. Actually, it doesn't matter. And just snip it right at the connector. Boom. Gets rid of this T. Pull this through. Watch your eye for the coolant. And I'm just going to cut it off the cooler too. I'm going to keep this T in case I ever need it. Alright, you can see it's already looking better. This stuff's going to be a pain to go through and redo, but it'll look a lot better once this is done. I'm actually going to just get it unhooked for now and out of the way. So, next up is the 3 bolts. Let me try and get this in the back. Hopefully you can see back here. There's going to be 3 bolts on this cooler. Can't really show you the other ones because of how far down they are, but just fit the Allen in it. And they're going to be on there pretty tight. That felt like it was just stripping off, and it is. It's just gonna strip, but we'll try it.